You know, I get it. You're not happy with the reality that you're in right now and you want to instantly change it. You know, I get it. Now, believe it or not, that's actually possible. You might have heard this term. It's called shifting realities. Now, let me explain. We are in a timeline. Okay, now what that means is based off the third dimension, right? That linear time, point A and point B. Now, how do you go from point A, where you are at right now with the life that you don't like, into point B, which is the future version of yourself, which is already happened? Now, key word, already. Now, you're like, wait, that doesn't work, right? Now, that's the third dimension. What I'm talking about is the fifth dimension, right? Now, when you understand that the fifth dimension, that time is no longer linear, then you get into shifting realities. Now, I call this meditation. This is the technique. It doesn't just happen through thought or idea. You have to put this into a practice, right? If you have any anxiety, depression, these overwhelming emotions in your life, this is being caught in that third dimension. We have to go even further, even deeper than you ever thought was possible. Now, how do you do that? Again, the word is meditation. Now, the technique is up to you in order to really embody yourself into that fifth dimensional energy, that now, that moment where you just can't even think about the future or even think about the past because you're just so happy and so passionate about the exact moment that you're living in time. Now, the point B that you are manifesting, that you are attracting, that is happening in your life, all those aspirations and material possessions and the new version of yourself is already happened. Now, how do you get into that? How do you experience that? Okay, now you have to understand that there are multiple timelines, right? Now, just because that third dimensional perspective is a linear timeline doesn't mean that there's only one of them, right? There are lots of timelines. So shifting them is jumping from point A to point B over to this timeline, right? Where you now have that direct path into your aspiration in life. So going further into this involves you in order to really get what you want out of your life. Now, my method is different. Okay, I don't really focus on point B. I don't focus at all on that future self. It's more like focusing on what is holding you back from getting what you want in life. What is that thing that's blocking your energy? What is that weight on your shoulders that you're holding on to? What are those things that are literally keeping you stuck in that third dimensional perspective that is not allowing you to jump over here into the fifth dimension? Now, you have to ask yourself what that is. It's different for everybody. Now, we all have some sort of, trauma or thing that is, creating that emotional block. Okay, now just because it's not physical, I like to use the analogy of scar tissue, right? Just because it's not a physical scar that you can't see doesn't mean that it's not there. Right, that wound, needs to be addressed, needs to be healed so that energy can flow freely in your body. Once you have that, once the Kundalini is online, the third eye is open, everything is balanced in your system, then shifting realities becomes effortless because the effort that you're putting into it is no longer required because those blocks have now been eliminated, right? So don't really stress or focus on what you're manifesting or what your future self already has. Let's bring all that energy and address those blocks. Do some shadow work. Pull those skeletons out of your closet. Address those uncomfortable things that have happened in your life. Right? Once that has been completely revealed, once you've healed on that cellular level, again, shifting realities will be easy. This comes down to your perspective and what exact load are you carrying? How much weight are you carrying right now? Again, this method is my personal favorite. It's called let go, surrender, and repeat. You don't need to carry that weight on your shoulders. You don't need to have that burden anymore. This is the exact technique that will help you propel yourself into that future version, which is already here. Thank you all for being here. Shout out to the Inner Circle members. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon page. Thank you. I love you. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.